And Denise, in the first alert forecast, it is a cold one and only getting colder. And we're going to add some snow, potential for snow, to the mix heading into the weekend. Right now, though, on first alert radar, despite the flurries earlier and some of those clouds that rolled in around sunset, we are still dry. Boy, cold, though, too. 25 degrees at BWI. The problem is we still have a bit of a breeze. And when that wind blows, it's feeling like it's in the teens. Case in point, now the real feel feels like 11 degrees with a gust of 36 at BWI. So make sure you are bundled up, wearing all the layers for the evening plans. Temperatures quickly cooling back through the lower 20s into the upper teens out the door early tomorrow morning. And see that Domino Sugar camera kind of focus there, shaking quite a bit because of that wind. Again, in Towson on your corner, temperatures around 21, 2 o'clock in the morning. Neighborhood forecast will have you down to 21 at 4 o'clock in the morning. And now to that Baltimore City forecast, not much of a difference here. We're all cold from the Beltway down to the Inner Harbor, 19 or so, 5 o'clock in the morning, 22 by 8 a.m., which is a little bit of recovery with that sunshine. Again, upper teens, lower 20s, the rule across the metro in the morning. These are actual temperatures, what the thermometer says, what your phone may say with that current temperature, but keep in mind, it is going to feel like it's closer to 10 degrees with that breeze factored in. On your corner, neighborhood forecast for Carroll County. This is going to be one of the coldest spots in the metro. Notice Manchester down to 18, Greenmount 19. Mount Airy typically is a colder spot. Same story tomorrow morning at 19 degrees. It could be feeling like between 5 and 10 degrees in the colder spots early on. We're back to 25 by 9 o'clock in the morning. Initially sunny, but then the clouds move back in. 33 to 34, just above the freezing mark. Early afternoon hours over on the eastern shore. Your Friday forecast, neighborhood-wise for Easton, initially upper 20s by mid-morning. Noon, you're 33, and a little warmer here south of Route 50 and along that corridor, 36 or so by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Even the mountains in your Maryland cast managing upper 20s, lower 30s. You're in the teens today. Western Maryland in the 30s, same in southern Maryland, eastern shore and beaches with lots of sunshine initially, and that'll let temperatures recover back into the mid to upper 30s, both sides of the Chesapeake. One area is going to remain well below freezing. McHenry, case in point, 31 degrees tomorrow afternoon. We're dry through afternoon. Evening time, again, between 6 and 7, 8 o'clock, we're still dry. And then we see some snow showers develop. Maybe if you're watching the 11 o'clock newscast tomorrow night, a little bit of snow flying around in that cold wind. A precursor, a little tease for the main show Saturday morning, 6 a.m. I-95 BW Parkway corridors. A swath of snow is going to cross the Potomac, move up through the DC Metro, eventually Baltimore Metro and Eastern Shore. Notice not everyone's seeing it, and along the Route 50 stretch there, Talbot, Dorchester counties, more rain than snow, but north of the Bay Bridge, probably more snow than rain before we warm up and we switch back over to raindrops. Could see a dusting, possibly up to an inch on our Saturday. That's mainly going to be Harford County, Cecil County, most likely to see up to an inch on grassy surfaces, but a dusting across the Metro and Eastern Shore. Sunday, we're watching a coastal storm right now, just far enough offshore to keep us dry. Brutally cold. Alert day Tuesday. Denise.
All right, thank you, Cutter. Rick